Hello everyone from Cinematic Cravings. Today we will talk about the controversial issues that will arise about the new Star Wars New Jedi Order movie and whether Rey is better than Luke. But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would love it if you would be selfless and take 1 second to subscribe to the channel and like the video. So let's get started. First, let's look at Luke Skywalker's role in the original trilogy of Star Wars. Luke begins as a young farmer and grows into a powerful Jedi Knight. In the original trilogy, themes such as Luke's character development, his discovery of his powers, and his relationship with his father are at the forefront. Rey, on the other hand, is a character introduced in the new trilogy. Also initially from a humble background, Rey eventually discovers her powers and plays an important role in the fight against the First Order. Rey's character development focuses on her struggle with her identity and the process of controlling her powers. Another important difference between the characters is their training process. While Luke receives his Jedi training from Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda, Rey's training is faster and self-taught. This shows the characters' different approaches to how they use and control their powers. Rey's powers and abilities have often caused controversy. While some criticize Rey's rapid acquisition of powers and development of abilities, others find her rapid learning process impressive. The character of Luke Skywalker is considered a classic hero of the Star Wars universe. He is seen as a powerful symbol of goodness and fights to save the galaxy from the dark forces. This heroic story of Luke makes him a legendary figure in the eyes of fans. Rey's character, on the other hand, offers a strong representation of female protagonists in modern Star Wars stories. Rey, being a strong, determined, and independent character, can be inspiring, especially for young girls. The stories of Rey and Luke Skywalker are parts of larger stories in the Star Wars universe. Both characters inspire and make audiences think, with their own unique characteristics and personal journeys. Rey is one of the most controversial characters in the Star Wars universe and may be unnecessarily criticized or disliked by some fans. One of the main reasons for this is that Rey gains power quickly and shows off her abilities. However, some of this criticism may stem from not fully understanding Rey's character development and story. There are many reasons to say that Rey is a good character. First of all, Rey's inner strength and sense of goodness, despite her difficult circumstances, is remarkable. Despite her difficult past, Rey never loses hope and always tries to do the right thing. Rey's character also stands out as one of the strong female characters in the Star Wars universe. She acts in a strong, decisive, and independent way, while at the same time preserving her sense of goodness and justice. With these qualities, Rey can be an inspiring role model for young girls. Rey's love and sacrifice for other characters also make her a good character. Rey takes risks for her friends and loved ones and goes to great lengths to protect them. These qualities make Rey a stronger and stronger character than many characters in the Star Wars universe. Of course, Luke Skywalker is more powerful than Rey because he developed his powers over a long period of time and through training from his masters. First of all, one of the biggest factors in Luke's discovery and training of his powers were his masters Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Luke trains with Yoda for a long time, learning the Jedi way and mastering the use of his powers. Yoda's deep knowledge and experience help Luke maximize his powers and fight against the dark forces. In addition, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke's first Jedi trainer, also contributes greatly. Obi-Wan teaches Luke the ideals of the Jedi Knights and the proper way to use his powers, while also telling the story of his father, Anakin Skywalker, to help Luke better understand his own journey. Luke combines his powers with the training he receives from Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi to become a powerful Jedi Knight, protecting the galaxy from the dark forces. This training process contributes greatly to Luke's character development and makes him an unforgettable figure in the Star Wars universe. The characters and stories in this series have evoked deep emotions and sparked discussions in people's lives. Especially with the upcoming Star Wars New Jedi Order film, there are different opinions about continuing Rey's story. People have expressed their reactions to Rey, but I personally think that in this film, they will develop her character further and show her overcoming obstacles to become a masterful Jedi. When it comes to people's reactions, it's important to first mention that I love Luke. Luke Skywalker is a legendary character who has earned the love of fans in the Star Wars universe over many years. He has made great efforts to rebuild the Jedi Order, fought against evil, and become an idol for a generation. Therefore, some fans want to see Luke's story continue and see a film or TV series about him rebuilding the Jedi Order. This desire stems from deep respect and love for his character. However, those who don't want Rey's storyline to continue also have valid reasons. Rey was introduced as one of the new generation characters in the Star Wars universe, and some may not want to see her after the last trilogy. But for the advancement of Star Wars films and for future generations to enjoy, new heroes and Jedi are needed. As much as I love Luke, I believe his story has been completed, and we can accept that he passed the torch to Rey, much like Anakin did for Luke. Furthermore, it's important to have a story of a character growing stronger in the Star Wars universe. Rey's growth shows her potential and can provide an exciting journey for the audience. Her growth and progression as a Master Jedi do not imply that she is a bad character. On the contrary, overcoming challenges and achieving success can provide an inspiring message. That's all from me for now. What do you think? Do you think Disney and Lucasfilm will give up on this decision, or will Rey continue her journey? Let's ask the iconic question, Luke is stronger or Rey? Write to us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content, and like the video. See you in other videos.
These are dangerous times. At least, that's what I hear. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. The Empire? They're everywhere. Here belongs to the syndicates. And now I just need a chance to finally be free. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.